Recently, we got a phone call from one of our long-term clients here, and this was the comment. We've talked over a period of time, Buck, about holding people more accountable, commercial bankers in this case, more accountable for focusing on the right customers, the right prospects, and the right centers of influence, and getting in there and truly aligning with where they want to go as a business. And we talked about doing that sometimes requires that we do, well, a more effective job of coaching them in terms of call preparation, in terms of doing the homework necessary to effectively understand their industry, to effectively prepare for the call in terms of understanding how those industry trends are going to impact their business on a day-to-day basis now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. We'll call that kind of stuff coaching. And this person said to me, Buck, I've got a 30-year veteran. I automatically assumed they were doing all of this stuff. It's increasingly clear to me that they're not. And in the end, I'm getting feedback from their direct boss that how do I really hold someone accountable, and do I really need to coach somebody with 30 years of experience in commercial banking? What do you think the answer was? Absolutely. In the end, if we're not making the targets that we set for each other, if we're not generating a level of revenue and sustainable profitability that's going to help us to get to where we want to go as a company, we have no choice. And these are the two key factors. Are we really holding people accountable for the things they need to do as we recover from this recession? And are we providing the coaching that's absolutely essential to help even experienced people do a better job than ever? We have two basic rules as an example of what I'm talking about here that go like this. You never let someone in the core of your team, those two middle quartiles of performance, you never let them build their own prospect list. They always go back and call on the same kinds of customers, the same kinds of prospects over and over again. You have to build that list with them. That's called coaching. Number two, you never let one of these core team members build their own plan for those first, second, and third meetings with a prospect. You never let them prepare alone. Two brains are always better than one, and there needs to be a coach involved that's thinking through, cognitively thinking through what we're going to do on this call, how it's going to look, and that's not in the car on the way over. That's not in the elevator on the way up. That's before you ever leave the office. This has to happen. This kind of coaching is key, even with a banker of 30 years experience, if they're not bringing in the kind of sustainable profitability and sustainable growth you're looking for. Accountability and coaching are always the keys.